There, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Duclaw. This is Dad Bod. You make the comments. You picked this one out.
I picked it out
It's
because
got a shirt with a guy with his gut, all that stuff poking out.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. Keep talking.
Yeah, I mean, I love dad bods.
Anyway, so this is a double IPA brewed with Azaka, Simcoe, and Mosaic. Comes in at 8.5%, so a solid.
Supposed to tell me what hops.
You don't know about this Azaka.
I know about Mosaic, and I know a little bit about Azaka.
Flavor is flavor. I will tell you to. I would generally recommend that people don't focus on hop profile or hops to find the profile. Get what you taste. Keep doing that, and then you'll maybe get a hint. In humility, I would say that it's recommended that you just sort of taste. Don't worry about the hops. The beer comes in a medium to deep gold color. Has a little bit of that marbling range on it. Medium haze to it. Not completely hazy, medium minus haze on it. Let's get a nose on this one.
I got a decent head on mine.
Yeah.
Tropical fruits, pineapple, citrus.
It's a little bit of
good.
A little bit of rindy thing going on. It's almost like slightly plasticky, but also just almost like a unripened pineapple rind. But yeah, it's quite fruity. Maybe not salty, or just like a weird kind of hop profile. I get a lot of tropical fruit. I get tangerine and like a little bit of mango, some of that tropical fruit you're talking about, and just like but like something a little bit like tart in there.
Yeah, I would say it doesn't smell like a beer. It smells almost kind of like a citrusy candle, but in a good way. Like it's nice and sweet, but it doesn't smell like beer. I don't
get bamboo shoot, which is weird, but
yeah, I don't catch a single whiff of like typical bitterness with an IPA.
It's definitely got a strange nose. You guys, if you've had this beer, there's an interesting tropical fruit or something in there that I'm not quite picking out, but quite interesting. Check it out. Cheers.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is an 8.5%.
I said that.
And it just does not drink like one. Like, this is kind of dangerous.
What do you taste on it?
I mean, it's hoppier than it smells.
Yeah.
But it's not like, even at an 80% ABV, I think is what it said it was. I don't remember. I don't know where I got 80%. It's not that bitter. Not what I was expecting at all. Not nearly as fruity as it smells either. But I still pick up on like the tropical fruit flavors, especially heavy on the pineapple, orange rind, tangerine, and maybe even some kind of kumquat sweetness to it.
Yeah.
So,
shut the bell. Ding, ding, all of this. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. I think that, I do taste like the Mosaic because that's one that I can definitely identify. It's one of my favorite hops. Sure. But overall, it's really not that bitter.
Okay. In my opinion, it has a beautiful kind of like, as she was saying, kumquat, tangerine, orange rind, kind of that marmalade kind of sweetness. It has a little bit of rind character complexity to it. It has a little bit of that kind of bisty malt that derives in a little bit of sweetness. It is an updated New England style or West Coast style. It's not completely hazy. It does have a jump of intense sweetness. It is dry like a West Coast style IPA, but it's not bitter, right? It has a little bit of like piney back end or something diesely. So one note I get is a diesely kind of thing, which I also associate with Mosaic. So sometimes it comes off as chive, sometimes it comes off as something different, but sometimes like diesely dank weed kind of thing going on. I think that's one of the complexity that plays with that kind of like citrus and tropical fruit in there.
Yeah, it's definitely very crushable. It's a lot lighter than I expected for an 8.5.
8.5. And then there is actually a big, like intense, almost like juicy, sweet citrus character. So it's almost like blood orange. It's so intense, almost like rotten pineapple. It's very sweet and juicy at some points, and then has that little diesel character and that kind of like dryness to it. 8.5%, super dangerous as a double IPA. Again, a little bit of that East meets West kind of thing. So final impressions and rating for you.
I think I already said it. It's very drinkable. It's pretty refreshing. I think the colder, the better this one would be served.
Yeah, 8.5 I would recommend. It has a little bit of booze on the back end.
Yeah, it is. I think like the more I kind of taste it, the more I delve into it, it definitely does have more of a boozy punch to it, which is weird. I don't know. It's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I'd have to say final rating. I mean, this is a pretty good, I love IPA.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 96 on this one. This is pretty good.
96, like world class. Good for you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get a dad bod.
So for my rating, I will say that this does a lot of awesome special points. It has that beautiful, really ripe, juicy, complex kind of fruit character that I was describing earlier. It has a little bit of that kind of dank, diesely thing going on. It is a clean, dry kind of 8.5 double IPA without much bitterness. It is that kind of like play of like a little bit of sweetness of malt, playing with those fruity hops. So sort of like an East meets West again. I really like where these beers are going. This beer for me gets a 94. It's absolutely fantastic. It does some great work with how it has not a straight New England beer, but really juicy hops in there. It is a dangerous beer. Absolutely fantastic. So until next time, guys, cheers. Highly recommended. Fantastic beer. Later.
I'm doing